Hey, what's going on, guys? Us with Gone in 60. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Going to grab some grub here in the morning. It's Saturday. Hope you guys have had a good week. Today, I am pretty much at 1,000 miles in my Hyundai Elantra N, my 2025, and I want to share with you guys my thoughts so far on the car. And I've actually had an issue come up lately that I don't know, I want some of your opinions on, especially for a lot of you that maybe are in this platform. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so I have owned my 2025 Hyundai Elantra N now for basically 2 months. It's taken me 2 months to pretty much get to 1,000 miles, and this car has been an awesome surprise. It really has. For the $33,000 that I paid for it, and just all of the tech, all of the power, all of the track focus capabilities has really made me excited about the purchase of this car. I've really enjoyed it. The shifter feel is decent. It's not as good as a Honda, but it was better than the Golf R. The Golf R is okay. It really needs a shifter mod to it, but this feels a little bit notchier. Feels better than WRX, but not as good as a Honda. Obviously, I mean that's just pinnacle, right? You know, I've really enjoyed all the different drive modes. I feel like N mode isn't too stiff. I honestly keep it all in the most aggressive setting. I know a lot of you might say, hey, that's too stiff or the steering's too heavy or anything, but for me, it's just fine. I've loved having rev match. The Bose sound system is really good. The ambient lighting. It's honestly been a great experience. I will say it's fun getting back into a front wheel drive type car. Tires are definitely going to be a problem. This car, you know, and obviously it's colder right now, but as it warms up, you know, the car does struggle for traction. It does have wheel hop, but guys, any front wheel drive car that you drive that's got, you know, just under 300 horsepower, you are going to have some wheel hop. So there are some bushings, some things that you can fix that will help eliminate that. But overall, the power of this car is probably the thing that probably surprised me the most, is just how punchy and lively it feels, especially after that 600-mile break-in period. But I talked about another video. It really reminds me of the FK8 Honda Civic Type R. I drove one of those 2-3 years ago, almost bought one, and the power of this car has really surprised me. I will say, kind of my experience, and from having other people drive this car, the clutch feel is very easy to modulate, very easy to drive in traffic. But anybody that I have drive this car, they kill it more than any other car that I've driven, because there's really no, like, the release point on the clutch is just so early that you have to time it right. And what I've noticed, especially with the different drive modes, if you're not in N mode, the throttle response is lacking some, and therefore you have to make sure to give it some extra gas in order to kind of feather it a little bit to be able to have a smooth takeoff. But overall, super impressed with the car. My last video I did, I was able to rev the car out more. I was able to drive it harder, and we did some exhaust clips from the outside. And so just the whole package that you get here it has really been a fun experience, and I've really enjoyed the car. I do have an issue that's popped up, and it's repeated itself quite a bit. But when I say quite a bit, I would probably say 4 or 5 times. So I had to drive into the office this week, so I definitely drove more. And what I've noticed, and this is what I would love your guys' opinions and feedback on, and I apologize, I don't have a clip of this to be able to say, hey guys, here's what the sound is, here's what it's doing. But I've noticed when I'm on a hill, and just so you guys are aware, I have the 6-speed manual, but when I'm on a hill, right as I'm ready to take off and I let out the clutch, you know, as you're kind of figuring out, you know, the clutch release on a hill and where you're at, I've noticed a little bit of a grinding noise, and it's become, I thought the first time, okay, what was that? Maybe it was a fluke, but I can almost repeat it. So it's when I'm on a hill, and obviously it's been cold out. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It doesn't do it in just daily stop and go traffic, but for whatever reason, when there's an incline and I go to let off that clutch, it makes this faint grinding sound. And so I wonder if it's like a throwout bearing or something like in the clutch. It does make me nervous that it seems to me that I'm already having an issue with something clutch related. Like I said, I mean, the clutch feels fine in daily driving. I don't have that problem in daily driving, but when I'm on a hill, it's done it 4, 5, 6 times, and I don't know what it is. So if you guys know what that is, please let me know. I don't want to take it into Hyundai because, number one, I don't like taking my cars into dealers because it leaves with a dent, a scratch, or another issue. And if they can't replicate something like that repeatedly, my experience with the dealerships is they're not going to do anything about it. So I'd have to tell them, hey, you got to go find a hill, you got to go do this, you got to go do that. So I'm going to try to see if I can get it on video, and if I do, I'll for sure make a video and post it with you guys. You know, it did give me a little bit of pause for a second. I was like, well, crap, maybe the reliability of Hyundai, maybe there's something there. Obviously, the car runs fine, it drives fine, the power's fine, but on hills, for whatever reason, when I go to let out that clutch, for about maybe a second, it lets out kind of this grinding noise. It almost reminds me of like a starter, or yeah, just kind of like that starter grinder sound. So anyways, if you guys know what that is, let me know. But overall, the car's been great. It's so great to daily drive. I've had kids in the back. I've done videos on tons of groceries in the car. You know, the gas mileage, it is what it is. I have a heavy foot and I want to get into boost, and so I've averaged, you know, upper 20s, and I haven't done a full highway trip on it, and I've got as low as 18 miles per gallon in the city. So it's definitely been a fun experience. I've definitely enjoyed it. These seats, I love these seats. They're so comfortable. You know, there's just so many things that this car has going for it that it's just so hard to, you know, kind of point your finger at and just go, oh, this car isn't great. You know, it's for the money. Show me something that has all of this, the power, everything, and checks all of those boxes and has a warranty that it does. Guess what? You're not gonna find one. It has been great. So I have thoroughly enjoyed it. That's the only issue I've had. Some people asked me about like creaks and rattles. It's been solid. I haven't noticed anything crazy. If I do, I'll for sure let you guys know. But overall, it's been awesome. I will say, from a detailer's perspective, if you guys like detailing your car, and this is common with all cars, the piano black finish, especially around the shifter, the cup holders down here, it's annoying. It's so annoying to try to clean. I will say on the back of my car, and I'll do a video on this, you know, the paint quality, you know, I haven't had very many rock chips. I think I've had one. There is quite a bit of orange peel on the back half of the car. You know, obviously you can kind of wet sand that down and be in a better spot. But overall, you know, I have the car, I did a DIY detail, 5-year ceramic coating. So I, you know, paint corrected the paint the best that I could, decontaminated all of that, and did a DIY detail 5-year ceramic coating. It's been awesome because it has really helped me keep the car clean, especially in winter. I mean, I've driven some pretty crazy conditions and the car looks really clean. So if you guys are into detailing, I do have a detailing channel. It's Gone in 60 Detailing. Let me see if I can try to replicate. I'm on a little bit of a slope here. Let me see if I can replicate the sound. Nope. Not gonna do it. I need more of an incline. anyways, so who knows? Small issue. Maybe it'll correct itself. Maybe it's just due to temperature. Who knows? The car has been warm when it's had those issues, so it's not like it's just kind of starting out. So anyways, guys, 1,000 miles in, really happy with the purchase. I'm Austin. This is Gone in 60. I hope you guys liked today's video. Please like, comment, give me a subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video.
Mm.